Yo, 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 everybody, welcome back to some more Redstone Academy with me, your host, Celestial. In this episode, we're going to be talking about the repeaters, the repeaters, the repeaters. You see what I did there? That was clever, wasn't it? Yeah, so the repeaters are one of the most important kinds of redstone. Hold up, that didn't make sense. Repeaters are one of the more important redstone components in your arsenal. As most of you know, they will extend the redstone output of your line. You know, your redstone will only go up to 15 blocks. You put down a repeater, bam, refreshes it back to 15 so you can power on what you need to power on. Yeah, one important thing about this is I always like discussing first degree and second degree power. So similar things going for this. You can see all the first degree powers that this redstone is powering, but the repeater actually does not give the block below it first degree power. In fact, it only gives first degree power to the block directly in front of it. So any block attached to this one will be second degree powered. Yeah. Oh, bedrock. I thought actually bedrock was a I actually thought bedrock was a transparent block. That's interesting. I didn't know that. Yeah, so get out of here, cow. Just wants to ruin it. So there's a little bit of a confusing aspect about repeaters, actually, or I should say just redstone in general, because we talked about first degree and second degree power, but there's something a little bit funny that goes on here, because as you know, anything that gets first degree power, I can probably show this off real quick. You know, anything that gets first degree power, the block to the side of it will be powered. This redstone is being powered directly from the block above it right here. However, something interesting happens here, and people call it a couple different things. I've heard it as strongly powered and weakly powered. What's actually going on here is that there is, well, redstone going into this block, but there's not an output coming out of this block. And that's because this block is being lesser powered. It's not being powered as heavily as you might think. The redstone can go in, but redstone can't come out. Vice versa with a repeater. If a block is weakly powered, a repeater can actually take that power out of the block and, you know, push to where it needs to be. On a similar note, actually, we've talked about weakly powering blocks, but what about strongly powering blocks? Well, if you put a repeater into a block, you will strongly power this block, which means suddenly you can run redstone through this line. So if you want to think about it in that way, you can think that this torch is strongly powering this block, which is causing this to be able to activate in that way. So, you know, it's an interesting thing. It's not, you know, first degree and second degree power. It's its own thing. And really, you're gonna get this out of it mostly. You're gonna be taking a repeater output from something most of the time. I haven't seen this too often, but it does occasionally occur. And that's actually a good point with redstone, actually, is that, you know, if I wanted to take power out of a block, I can take power out of this block, even though this block is being lesser powered. Whoops. You know, it's being lesser powered. I can't take it out directly from redstone, but I can take it out from a repeater. And actually, this could be a good use case for a repeater, because say you wanted to run a line of redstone through, you know, through here, you can do that, but you don't want this kind, you don't want, oh, I didn't mean to do that. You don't want this output here to mess with this output, because if this is on or off, this is still gonna be going on. So you don't want that. So actually a good use case for this is if you push it through a repeater. Since the repeater doesn't actually power the block below it, you know, this redstone line won't have any effect on this block right here, just because, well, this block can't be powered from this repeater. I hope that wasn't too confusing, actually, but yeah, I was just, that's a use case I just thought of. The other key aspect of repeaters is actually what we talked about a little bit with torches, is that they have a certain delay to them. Of course, if you switch off a torch, you will have a 1 tick delay, which is 1/20th of a second. Now you can actually stack this up because a repeater has multiple different functions. This is its first function, second, third, and fourth, and each of them, well, have a different delay to them. So the standard, you will always have at least a 1 tick delay from a repeater. Then you can go up to 2 ticks, 3 ticks, and 4 ticks. And actually, I can show that right here, because when I press this lever, that will power on first, and then this gets a 1 tick delay, 2 tick delay, and so on and so forth. And you can actually see that pretty effectively here. And they also shut off in those kind of delays too. So that's a good thing to note. You can control when you want your contraption to work, which is kind of the major use case of these repeaters. The other thing is that you can actually stack repeaters. Now I have right here a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they're all 4 ticks. So 4 times 5, that's 20 ticks of delay right there. So when I click this, you can actually see it's going to take a really long time to actually get to the end of the block here. So yeah, you can really see the delay going on right there. And honestly, that's kind of everything about repeaters. They're very, very simple. But since I know this is going to be a shorter video, I figured, hey, why not show you a little cool thing that you could do with repeaters. Now, I dug myself out a little area here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make myself a little secret entrance. This is actually very, very simple to do, actually, especially now that there are repeaters. Oops. Because once we can control the delay of the repeaters, well, we're in business. So I'm going to put a piston formation like this, because I want these pistons to push out this piston and this grass block so that we can hide ourselves. I'm going to put a torch here, put a redstone repeater here. I'm going to put it on 2 ticks of delay, actually. And actually, that's all we need to do. Now, what happens when I flip this lever, I'm going to give this block first degree power, which means that when this piston touches this, it will shoot up into the air and cause this to block off. And I'm actually having a delay here so that when these fire, it doesn't really actually matter on the startup per se, but you'll notice a big difference on the exit. Now, I can actually show this pretty well. Sorry, I was getting a little sidetracked. I can actually show this pretty well. Since this block is powered first and it has no delay, this piston will fire down first, then the delay will kick in, and then these will fire down. That's how you kind of want to think about it. And actually, you can have these on, for the most part, any delay that you want. It'll just take longer to do. There is a problem with doing not enough ticks of delay, though. So yeah, this is just a really quick and easy example of showcasing just how you can make a little hidey hole for yourself. Now I can do something similar and just make this like this. And yeah, all of a sudden, you know, we're coming along. Oh, little lever here, pop it in, go right into your little hidden base. Now, I love it. Really simple, really easy to do, and really good use of, whoops, the repeater, because it showcases basically everything that it can do, you know? It's taking the lesser powered redstone activation from this block and putting it into full force into this block with a delay, and that's literally everything there is to know about redstone repeaters. Oh, you know what? I literally almost forgot. I finished out this episode, but then as I was working on the comparator episode over there, I just realized that I never actually mentioned about locking repeaters. If you have a repeater facing into the side of a repeater, you can actually lock it by powering that. And that means that whatever state that this is in, it will not, oh, that was some lag. It will not output that, or change, I should say. So if we start with an input going in here and lock this, no matter what, this will always stay on up until you unlock this. And vice versa, if I lock this and put this on, it won't change this state. This is, well, I'll just say there's a reason I actually almost forgot to mention this, and that's because this is one of the most useless functions ever. I've seen it in one good use case, but I gotta say, it's worth remembering, but it really, I haven't found any good cases for it, so it's just another fact to add on to it. If you can find a good way to use it, hey, good on you, but yeah, I can't. I can't find any good use for it. Yeah, so thank you guys for watching. I really hope you enjoyed, and yeah, I hope to catch you back soon. I hope to catch you back soon. I hope to catch you back soon. No, I'm not gonna do that to you. Alright, I'll see ya.